Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Life with Patty. It is Thursday evening and I am here to do the hashtag Thursday BookTube. This is hosted by myself and my friend at My Mountain Home and Kitchen. Anybody is welcome to join. Anything to do with any kind of a book, whether it be a novel, a magazine, a color book, a cookbook, going to the bookstore, anything to do with books. And you upload on Thursday, hashtag it Thursday BookTube, and then tag myself and My Mountain Home and Kitchen in the video, and we will go over and watch you. And then Daphne will put you in the playlist that we have going for Thursday BookTube. So yeah, it's easy and fun and no pressure. You don't have to do it every Thursday. But I am here today to do my first book review of 2025. Can you hear my cat? Like, seriously. The video starts and then he starts being noisy. Huh, dear?
Yeah.
It's like having two children, but they have fur instead of skin.
Hair. They have hair.
What did I say? Fur? What's the difference?
Well, fur is something that floats and is hollow.
I don't
Cats
know.
have hair.
Whatever.
Sea lions have fur.
I'm going to look that up because I don't know if that's true or not. Anyways, okay. So my first book I completed for 2025 is The Interruption of Everything by Terri McMillan. This is adorable little Terri right here. She lives in Oakland, California, which is about, I want to say it's about 3 hours away from me, 2.5 hours away, depending on traffic. And if she hasn't written a book in probably 10 years. She wrote Waiting to Exhale and How Stella Got Her Groove Back, which both became movies. And then now she did announce on her page on the internet that she just signed a contract with Lifetime Movies. So this is probably going to turn into a movie, and they're all going to be aired on Lifetime because she has about, I want to say 10 more books other than the 2 that have been movies. So she just signed a contract in 2025, January 2025, with Lifetime to do her movie. So I think that's awesome. So this, I gave it a 5-star, folks. So I started my year out awesome. Love this book. I was asked to join a different book club that I'm in than I was previously. These ladies are more kickback. They're not so, you have to have this strong history lesson type of books all the time. They just want to enjoy and read a good book. So they asked me to pick the first book, and I picked this one. They all liked it. One of the girls asked if I had any more of her books. She wanted to read more of them. She said she was literally laughing out loud in bed, and her husband said, "I've never heard you laugh out loud reading a book before." And so she said she read for like 4 hours straight because she couldn't put it down. What it is about is a 43-year-old woman, and it's just the interruption of everything in her life right now. Her husband decides to have a midlife crisis and start going to the gym and dressing like their 20-year-old twin boys and embarrassing their sons because he's going through this midlife crisis. He's not happy with his job right now. He doesn't, so to speak, cheat on her, but he has floating eyes for another woman. And so he thinks it's okay because he hasn't slept with her, but in his wife's eyes, that's not true. He's having a relationship of any type with it. It's cheating. So she wants to divorce him, but his elderly mother lives with them, and then they have 3 children together. The twin boys are 20 and they're off to college, and then their daughter is 23 and has a baby and getting married. And she lives in San Francisco, which is just close by Oakland. And this book takes place living in Oakland. And So that's basically what it just talks about, is her life is just being interrupted by everything. Her twin boys take her for granted. They just think mom's always there when we come home from college to cook our meals, we'll wash our dishes and, wash our clothes. And they she's excited to see him come home, and then they've got to go off to a basketball game, and they got to go to Lake Tahoe and go skiing. And, they don't think about their mom's feelings. And then her own mother lives in Fresno, and she's getting dementia really bad. And her sister lives in Fresno with her mom, and she has 2 kids, and her sister is fighting addiction of drugs. And so she kind of neglects the kids, but the kids love Marilyn, who's the main character. And so then her sister goes to rehab, and she doesn't trust that her sister's going to follow through with it. And then there's some tragedies that happen in the book. And then there's some good things that happen in the book. But basically, the main character is Marilyn, and she's 43. And it's just the interruption of life in general for her. Her whole life is just interrupted with her children, her husband, her own mom, her mother-in-law. And I don't want to give a whole lot of the book away because it's such a fun read. And there's a place in this book where she goes to get her hair braided from this lady in Oakland in the hood. And Marilyn and her family, her husband's an engineer, and so they're doing well, and they live in the nicer part of Oakland. Well, she is going to this gal to get her hair braided, and her best friend tells her she's the best there is, but she's kind of flaky. And so just the whole chapter of her getting her hair braided was so funny and so oh my gosh. And talking to other people, they've said that really happens when you go to get your hair braided from somebody. It takes 6 hours, and the gal stops halfway through because she's got to feed her kids, and then she stops again because she's got to go pick up somebody from school, and then she stops again because she got to go to the grocery store. And so anyways, it was a funny part. And then, like one of the other ladies at book club said, it's just so relatable, some of the things that she talks about and her feelings. And then just her one-line little nips here and there that just make you laugh. And that's how all of Terri McMillan's books are. I've read almost all of them. And she always makes you laugh in her books. And then there's parts that make you upset with the other characters, and it makes you sad for her. But she writes a good book. So if you have not read The Interruption of Everything, I suggest it. I give it a 5-star. It started my year out perfect. And so that is my review for this week. So I hope you guys have a good week, and let me know if you have read this book or not, and tell me what you thought about it. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.